Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring you the latest in everything cool every single day. Today's rundown is going out to all of you bus drivers out there who are still on the job and still bringing people to probably their essential services right now. My hat's off to you. I hope that you and your family are safe, and thank you so much for all of the kind work that you are doing right now. Let's get started with your rundown. It might be a little bit difficult to enjoy seasonal events while you're stuck inside, so thankfully, Nintendo is bringing them to Animal Crossing. Nintendo has outlined the next big update, a new round of seasonal events coming to Animal Crossing New Horizons. The new update, landing on Thursday, gives players two new merchants, the green-thumbed sloth Leaf from the 3DS game New Leaf, who sells players new garden items like shrubs and bushes. The second new merchant is the Sly Fox Red, who will sell new furniture items. As for new seasonal events, Nintendo has announced 4 new ones based around Earth Day, May Day, International Museum Day, complete with previously rumored updates to the in-game museum, and finally, wedding season starting June 1st, where players can help plan the wedding of 2 characters, Reese and Cyrus. Nintendo is hoping that these new events will be popular with players because the last one, Bunny Day, was met with surprisingly harsh criticism. They're also planning to keep updating the game with new content for years to come. Yeah, I think just yesterday we were talking about how Animal Crossing is going to be getting all kinds of new content, and here we go. I think this is just the beginning of lots of new ideas that are going to be coming to this game, and suffice to say, I think it's a massive game. Maybe one of Nintendo's largest because of the, crazy timing around all of this. So expect lots and lots and lots of content updates for this game, and we'll keep telling you about them. Animal Crossing will be getting regular updates for a while, but another Nintendo game is about to call it quits. Nintendo has detailed the final batch of new content coming to Super Mario Maker 2. The biggest addition is that players can now create their own overworld maps like in Super Mario Bros. 3 and Super Mario World, and then include up to 8 different worlds and 40 different courses. This basically means you can now make entire Mario games rather than just Mario levels. The update also adds new gameplay mechanics from the Western version of Super Mario Bros. 2, so you now have the option to land on enemies rather than stomping them. You can pick them up and then throw them. There's also new wearable costumes, as well as wearable masks that change your appearance and abilities, kind of like Cappy in Super Mario Odyssey. It's interesting that Nintendo is incorporating elements from a 3D Mario game like Odyssey, because with Mario Maker 2 coming to an end, the next logical place for them to go with Mario Maker 3 is into the realm of 3D level making. We'll have to wait and see. The final update lands tomorrow. And that's a little bit sad, but, there's a ton of value in Super Mario Maker 2, and Nintendo really did an amazing job bringing all kinds of content into the game. This is a game that you can play forever and ever and ever, and you can keep creating stuff and keep downloading stuff. My kid freaking loved that game when her eyes were open to it, and she loved creating levels. She went onto my account, actually, and uploaded a bunch of stuff from my account. So if you've played any levels in Super Mario Maker 2 that are from me, they're probably from her. That was Blake's suggestion that the next logical step is going to be in 3D, and I think he is definitely onto something there. It's going to be interesting to see how Nintendo approaches 3D game development and sort of opening it up to the masses like that. But if anybody can do it right, it's them. It's official. Batman is going to need an extra few months of self-isolation before he can venture back out into the mean streets of Gotham. The next Batman movie has officially been delayed. It was scheduled to hit theaters in June 2021, but will now arrive 4 months later on October 1st, 2021. This doesn't come as a surprise. It was in the middle of filming when the pandemic broke out, forcing Warner Brothers to halt production. And since there's no telling when things might be up and running again, the studio has no choice but to push it back. They've already delayed other big movies like Wonder Woman 1984, but one film that hasn't budged is the new Christopher Nolan film, Tenet. That's still scheduled to land on July 17th, so Warner Brothers and all the major theater chains are hoping that things will be back to normal by then. I think that's wishful thinking. I think we're about to see some tests because it looks like some territories in the world, specifically in the southern U.S., are about to open up movie theaters and open up businesses, non-essential businesses. And I think there's going to be some other communities scattered across Europe and across North America that are going to try this, but I think we're going to get another wave. That's my thought here. I don't want that to happen, but I think that this is a case of being safe rather than sorry. It would be incredible to have Tenet in theaters and people feel safe and we all go and it becomes this kind of, week after week sensation. That would be great. But I think that is very wishful thinking. I think that us going to movie theaters in the summertime this year is very wishful thinking.
Welcome to the afterlife.
But, clearly 2021 is going to be a massive year for the entertainment industry. Streaming services are a lot more popular during this global pandemic, and another one is about to jump into the mix. Warner Brothers and their parent company AT&T have announced that their new streaming platform, HBO Max, goes online on May 27th. As the name implies, HBO Max will include all the content from HBO, as well as other Warner Brothers subsidiaries like the Cartoon Network, DC, and CNN. It was one of the first big projects that started life after AT&T bought Warner Media in 2018. The idea of collecting all of these Warner properties, these brands, these characters, especially with regards to the DC characters, under one banner seems like a very good move, and it seems like this is the way that the world is going. I think everybody is, looking at what Disney Plus is going through right now, which is tremendous growth and success, and, the recent stock price of Netflix and the success of CBS All Access, particularly with the success of their Star Trek productions.
Shut the fuck up!
I don't know how many more streaming services the world can kind of carry. It's going to start to feel a lot like we're just racking up our old cable TV bills pretty soon if we're subscribing to all of these things. But Warner has a tremendous stable, a fantastic roster of classic films, lots of superhero properties, some great genre stuff. Of course, all the HBO content is pretty damn remarkable, and a lot of it is evergreen. A lot of it is really, incredible to go back to, like 6 Feet Under or The Sopranos.
That's right. That's right, he's right.
They've got an incredible lineup of shows, and they keep investing in new ones, so this is a cool way to kind of keep that library pertinent and available to people. I do wish that DC would have something similar to DC Comics would have something similar to the Marvel Ultimate subscription service that Marvel provides, where you can get an all-you-can-eat collection of Marvel comics that are a little dated, but still incredibly vital. And DC doesn't really do that. They have a whole digital kind of storefront thing going, and I know that they've included some DC Comics in their DC Universe app, which hasn't come to Canada yet, so I've not really checked that out. But maybe HBO Max, I know it's more, video focused, but maybe there's something under there, where you pay your monthly and you get all of the bonus stuff that Warner has to offer as well.
Oh my God, I think that's great. I think that's so wonderful.
The global pandemic is making it harder for delivery people all over the world and in the game world as well. The PC version of the post-apocalyptic package delivery simulator Death Stranding has been delayed. It was supposed to hit your doorstep on June 1st, but developer Kojima Productions has pushed it back to July 14th, saying they need the extra time because their work-from-home orders are slowing everything down. Like the delay of Batman, this doesn't come as a surprise because other big games are being pushed back as well. The good news is that the PC version of Death Stranding will still include all the extra features like ultra-wide monitor support, a beefed-up photo mode, and a higher frame rate than last year's PS4 version. You know what? Who could have guessed that Death Stranding could have been so prescient, that delivery people could literally keep the future of humanity alive with their service, and then months later, that's exactly what's happened in reality. It's insane. It certainly gave me a lot more appreciation for the themes of Death Stranding and, just the concept of how vital delivery service could be, and I reflect back on my time playing Death Stranding and how much more heroic I felt that I was able to complete my mission, Yeah, it's a crazy game, and it's certainly an incredibly artistic game. It's also a bloated game, and there's a lot of unnecessary repetition that drove me insane. I don't relish the idea of going back to it, but certainly as time goes on, I am appreciating its virtues a lot more. And I know that there are hyper fans for this game, and they may be gloating a little bit, based on what has happened in our world since Death Stranding has come out. There's probably a lot of people pointing at the game going, see, Kojima's a genius, you see? And he kind of is a genius. But yeah, Death Stranding, it's a polarizing game, but it sure is an artistic beauty, with lots and lots of really nice things to latch onto. And it's certainly going to be at its best on the PC, because they're just going to tweak and tune and improve all kinds of cool little bits. So you PC gamers out there, you Master Race PC gamers, I think you're going to have a good time with this game, but certainly come with a little bit of patience when you jump in. All right, that's going to do it for our rundown today. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back again tomorrow with a brand new episode for you. In case you missed it, we did a feature yesterday to celebrate 420. We did a First Five for Stoners video, so check that out if you haven't. We've got lots more content coming your way very soon, so keep your eyes peeled. And if you dig our channel, hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. Please go ahead and share this. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you soon, and until then, play forever.